scent your scent. So if you find a young bird on the ground, you go over and pick it up, put your scent on it, a raccoon or another animal is going to find that bird because you're going to smell your scent. Because birds do not have any smell on their feathers. Okay? But they do not have a good sense of smell. That's called a Harris hawk. Now I'll show you another type of hawk, completely different than this bird. Okay. This is the common red-tailed hawk. Just like the great horned owl, the red-tailed hawk is the most common hawk in New England. It's also the largest bird. Unfortunately, this bird is pretty intelligent, and it's learned, if I hunt along the highway, easy to catch food. Unfortunately, many of them get hit by cars. Drive along the Mass Pike, 495, and I guarantee before you go very far, you'll see one of these guys sitting in a tree. And they're watching the road. And if an animal comes scurrying out of the forest, they beeline right for it, forget everything else, and they get hit by cars. So I get a lot of these birds from the state police when they find them on the highway injured. So the red-tailed hawk, most common hawk in New England. And you'll notice he's got a red tail, although he got a little wet today. His tail is a reddish-brown color. It takes 2 years before the tail changes to the red color. The first year the tail is brown, and the second year when it molts its feathers, they change to the beautiful red color. Okay? Red-tailed hawk. I'm not going to walk around with this bird because as soon as I get out there, he's going to decide he has to go.
Don't they have two different phases, two different color phases?
They do. Yeah, they come in a lot of different colors, red-tailed hawks. Yeah. Okay? It's called the red-tailed hawk. I'm going by how long I've had the bird, probably almost 20 years now. So she's got to be at least 20, 22 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. She's half panther. Oh, yeah. Just learn. Usually they don't like to hunt squirrels because squirrels are pretty tough customer. They do a lot of biting. You have a question, huh?
Oh, I love that chest.
Yeah.
They eat fish? Yeah, sometimes they'll eat fish. Mostly snakes, frogs, rabbits, squirrels, chipmunks, rats, mice, birds. Okay.
I love that speckled breast.
I know. She's beautiful.
I have no idea.
He has trouble standing. You'll notice when I walk around, 1 foot is not proper. He got caught in a schoolyard in a soccer net. Lost the use of that foot. Does anyone know what kind of bird it is? Kestrel. Endangered in Massachusetts. When we were kids, this bird was probably the most common bird of prey in New England. Today it's endangered because of loss of habitat. Again, we have to thank people like the Land Trust to preserve land, because this bird is really in critical danger right now of being gone from New England. So the kestrel is endangered here in Massachusetts. A couple of things about this bird. One of the very few birds that can actually stop in midair and hover like a helicopter. Spots a mouse, folds up, drops down. Second thing, it's a cavity nester, just like an owl. If you boys and girls want to do something for the environment, you can build an owl box or a kestrel box and put it out. And the third thing about the kestrel, you can tell the male from the female, not only by the size, but by the color. This is a male. He's got gray wings. The female would have brown wings. Now you're going to notice, if you look at his face, You can see that little black line under his eye. That's called a molar stripe. Any bird, any animal, any fish that runs, flies, swims real fast have that black under the eye. The African cheetah, gazelles, falcons, rattlesnakes, Tom Brady. Same thing. You might notice in your travels, Tom Brady used to be fast. Yeah. You'll notice on your travels, you might see boxes along the side of the highways, nesting boxes. The state is starting to put out nesting boxes for the kestrel. Yes?
How did this one get hurt?
Well, his foot. You see his foot? How he can't open his foot? He can't sit properly. Okay. When we were kids, we called this a sparrow hawk.
Which foot is
Today it's called a kestrel.
Wait, which foot can not open?
Well, look.
Yeah.
That's the biggest bird I've
Yeah.
That's the golden eagle. And if you look at the bird, that color in the back of its head gives it its name, golden eagle. Let me get away from that microphone. That beautiful gold color, and as the bird ages, that head color will get yellow, and more yellow. Now this bird's got wing damage. The wing right under my chin, he hit a power line and ran into a power line and lost the use of that wing. He's got nerve damage as well as a bad wing. Golden eagles are not found in Massachusetts as a nesting bird, but they do migrate through in the fall. They come out of Quebec and the northern provinces, but most of the birds you'll see would be in the western states, not around here. This bird was found, believe it or not, in the state of Maine on a logging road. Some loggers, bald eagle, which are all brown, and they look similar to a golden eagle at a distance, but the comparison ends there. The golden eagle is a real hunter of the bird world compared to the bald eagle. It's much more of a hunter. And if you had a real close look at him, his feet, his legs, he's feathered all the way down to the base of the toe, where the bald eagle is only down to the knee. It's a difference in feather. Yeah, real loud so I can hear you.
You're not worried about him nipping you at all?
Nah.
Like face?
No. Next time I come out, I'll pop my nose guard. I said, no, sometimes I get careless, but yes, way in the back. I can't hear you, huh?
Why is there newspaper in his box?
Ah, so I don't have to clean up much after. Let me put him back. Hold on. Wings.
I love them. That was funny when
When you work with a wild animal, it's not like working with a dog or a cat. It took me weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks to get that bird just to go into that box. So he's not tame by any stretch of imagination. He tolerates me. That's about all. Extra mouse today.